During this video, you're gonna be able to know how does the machine zero works. It's very important to know that it's different than there are different kind of zeros when you're working with a CNC machine. There is the machine zero, the workpiece zero, and the program zero. We're gonna be focused on the workpiece zero that by rule it's gonna be over here in this part of the piece always. Doesn't matter how does you put your faces, it has to be over here. Well, you have your piece and you need to do your approach of the piece manually so the machine can learn the dimensions of the piece, and the next time you put a piece with the same dimensions, it's going to be able to put in a zero position in which you're going to be able to work and start faster. Imagine that you're going to do this workpiece zero that I already mentioned is going to be over here. So the first step is that you put your tool here in the zeta axis, in which you will want to be always. Yeah, it's for example normally that you put your piece like 5 millimeters from distance from the top sorry from the top face and the tool. It's normal. Then you need to put in your computer program save in the zeta axis. In the next part of the video we're gonna see how does this work physically, but you need first to understand in a theoretical way. The next step is that you need to work with this side of the part of the piece. Imagine that you have it right here. In this phase of the piece, you're gonna approach your drill, your machine, making a spin right now, and at the first scrap that the piece take out, you're gonna stop and you're gonna save it. And another important phase of the configuration of the zero piece zero is this phase. You're gonna approach your tool this side to touch really quick this side of the piece, and you're gonna save the data. Right now you're gonna see it practically, but this is the theoretical way, and I will explain it with the video. Right now you are seeing how is the procedure physically of how you are gonna be able to reach the coordinate in the x axis, and it just from patience, and you have to do it step by step the movement. And when the first scrap uh, gets out of the piece, you're gonna stop and write down the coordinate in x that you have. For example, here is how with the screen you create a new configuration and in that configuration you're going to be able to write the different coordinates. As you can see right now, we're gonna edit and set up, and we are gonna create new configuration. It's the G55. This is gonna be only for this part with the dimensions, with a part of these dimensions. And as I explained at the beginning of the video, this configuration it's gonna work with all the parts. It doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter the material or the color or whatever. all the parts that has the same dimensions. You write the zeta axis, and you need to zoom and adding the radius of the machine. This is very important because the dimension needs to be from the center of the machine. Right now, we're gonna reach the x, no, sorry, the y coordinate to write down in the program also. It's the same procedure. You start step by step until you hear or you see some scrap, take it out of the piece. You put stop, write the coordinate in the same setup, adding again the radius of the tool that you're using, and that's it. 758. Es el radio. Pero el de arriba, el de 5.56 es 5.556. This is the last coordinate that you need. This is the zeta 1. And this is a very important part of this is that over here you don't need to add the extra 5 millimeters that you see in the video that we add, because there are, you see, the user erased because he was going to make a mistake but he didn't do it. So as you see, you just add the dimension that it's appear over there, and that's it. That right now your zero of piece is already configured, and if you call the machine to go to that zero, it's gonna be always in the same position for any piece that you put over there. You can see the proof right now. Thank you.
Bájalo, poco a poco en Z. Sí. No son ceros. También los de.
No, no, porque lo vas a chocar, bueno, lo vas a poner con el cero ahí.
¿Cuánto dice ahí en Z? 9.50. ¿Estará como a 9 milímetros?
No, sí.
8.88.
Ponle F8. Z0. Go solito.
No, pero estoy bien.
¿Sí? Ya está. Ya podemos apagar la máquina y ya podemos hacer.
Pero ahí se queja